Hello, my name is Chad Austin and I'm the Career Services Officer at Henry Ford College. This is the first video in a series dedicated to helping you better prepare a resume for job search. You'll notice that we have a complete resume laid out in front of you. This is one that has been set up with additional information located in red throughout. This is our Robert Fictional Sample Resume. There's quite a few things wrong with this setup, and that's the first thing we're going to address. Most times when I talk with students, they've got a resume laid out and they're saying, Chad, I can't keep it to one page. I don't know what the problem is. And what really happens is they start typing, and as you see, this person typed all the way into 3-4 pages, and they didn't set up their page before they started. So let's talk a little bit about that. The first thing that you should do before you type one thing is set up your page for success. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and highlight everything on this page. And I'm sorry for the jumping back up and down. I know that can be dizzying. And the first thing you want to do is you want to lay out the page. So we're going to go ahead and change our margins to narrow. Right away, that's going to increase the amount of information you could put on a page. You still have margins. You'll see over here on each side there's still a margin. But instead of those wide quarter-inch margins, you have much narrower margins allowing for more text to go across the page. Next, you're going to notice the large spaces between all of the text. That usually happens when people start typing right away and they don't go into their paragraph option. So when you do the drop-down option here, you'll see that the line spacing is set at double. That's standard, so we're going to shrink that down to single. And you'll see the before and after spacing. After spacing means that there's 6 points of space right after every line of text. So we're going to change that to 0. And right away, you'll see how much everything jumps up. So again, without doing much else, we've gone from 4 pages to 1 just by changing the spacing between everything. Lastly, you're going to notice the font. The font right now is set primarily throughout here as Times New Roman 12-point font. That is the standard font that everyone seems to pick. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the right one. If you have enough text, I would strongly recommend dropping down to 10-point font, you'll see up here, and then changing Times New Roman to a series of serif fonts. I would recommend either Calibri, Arial, or Tahoma would be appropriate. Any one of those three are serif fonts that look pretty good and look pretty professional. Times New Roman does not have to be used. So I'm going to click Arial. So right away, we're down to 10-point font across. We're down to 1 page. There's still some additional work that needs to be done in terms of spacing, formatting, things like that. But as you can see, we're off to a good start. So first step in the process, changing everything over to getting your page set up correctly is going to go a long way towards having the type of look that you want on your resume. So as you can see, we're off to a good start. Hopefully you'll check out some of the other videos in our series to learn more.